Mom's new daily live stream, Mommin It Daily. Okay, it's been one of my goals in 2020 to get back to doing these live streams that we used to do. I used to do them with my husband. Many of you might remember that. But I thought, okay, in 2020, we're going back at it. And I guess with all this social distancing and quarantining, it finally makes some of us get some of our goals accomplished, right? So that's a positive about all this social distancing and quarantine that we're all going through right now. So whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, a homeschool mom, we are all Mommin It Daily right now. Or what I also like to call, we are the chaos coordinators. This is like one of my favorite sweatshirts because sometimes I feel like that's all I'm doing is coordinating chaos all day long in my home. Anyhow, I'm so excited to be back here with you, and we are going to, our goal is to do this daily at 8:30 every morning. I know we went a little late today, but trying to get all the tech stuff back going again. It took us a little time this morning. So we'll be back here Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. to chat with you and just kind of walk this journey with you both right now as we're facing some crazy times in our lives, as well as in the future as we just face being moms daily, as we continue to Mommin It Daily, as I like to say. So, you know, a few weeks ago, this was just all in the news. It was all China. It was all about China, China this and China that, and all the viruses over there. And now we as moms are living it daily, in and out, right here in our own worlds. Hearing about it, school getting canceled, stores closing, malls closing, limited times, even Target changed their hours the other day. I mean, just all these crazy things going on, right? And so we're living it daily right now. And I just want to be here to cheer you on every morning saying, we can do this. We're going to make it. We're going to make it with joy. We're going to make it with positive attitudes and just really to encourage each other. So that's what we're going to be doing right here on Mommin It Daily. During this journey that we're all on. Today, I thought, okay, so where do we begin with all this? How do we survive it so that we're thriving in it, right? It's kind of a term that I like to use. So what are some helpful hints that maybe I could give you today that would help you to create consistency in your home, create ability to organize that chaos, maybe, if you will? So I have a few tips for you today that I'm hoping will help you and encourage you to how you can create your home to be a little bit more organized, a little bit more calm, peace in your home with your kids, and enjoying this time that we have together. You know, we are the moms of the home, and we create the culture in the home. And right now, with all that's going on around our world, all that's going on in our homes, with school getting canceled and our kids having a lot of uncertainty in their life and, you know, these scary times right now, we get to choose the attitude of our home. And we can either choose it to be chaos, we can choose it to be grumpy and, oh my gosh, I have to do this, I have to teach my kids at home, or I have to clean my house now because I don't have a house cleaner, I have to stay home, I don't get to do my job, you know, all those things. Or we can choose to embrace this time and live it out with being intentional, live it out with being positive, and really embracing just being home with our kids. And then our kids will feel loved. I mean, how would you like to be a little kid hearing your mom say, oh, I have to be home with my kids all day, rather than I get to be home with my kids all day? So we're going to approach life right now with, we get to be home with our kids. How exciting is this? How is it exciting that we get to shut life down in some ways? I know some of you are trying to work at home. Some of you are still trying to juggle life of what you're going to do. Maybe you're on the front lines and you are a first responder and you don't get to be home with your kids right now because you're out there. So we're just going to embrace all the journeys that we're on right now together. So here's a few helpful tips that I came up with, okay? First one is have a plan for your day. Okay, just, you know, it's so easy, just like when this school bell rings and summer's in and we're like, oh yes, no more having to get up in the morning, we can stay up late. It's easy to fall right into that right now. However, if we fell into that right now, it's going to be a really long summer for our kids of getting off schedule, our family's getting off schedule. So it's really great to keep some sort of schedule that works for your family. Last night at the dinner table, my husband asked the teenage boys, because we've been hearing them playing video games pretty late at night. Now, we get it. If you're a mom of a teenager, your kids probably are as well, because all the teenagers are up right now because they don't got school. So they're all playing video games and chatting online to each other. And that's just kind of how the rhythm of their body works. But at the same time, we don't want to get into some unhealthy habits as we continue forward over these next few weeks. So we said to them, what's the best time? What time do you think you should shut it down? So they gave us the time, and we decided, okay, we'll try that time, considering they don't need to get up till a little bit later in the morning and get to their responsibilities in the day. So we are going to try and go for it. So have a plan. Be intentional. I have these today plan sheets that I'll post as well for you to be able to print off. And this really helps to write out your schedule for the day. What are your goals for the day? What do you need to get done? What's your meal plan for the day? And this is really helpful if you can kind of like write out your day and get up in the morning knowing where you're going. I also have them for your kids as well. And this is called my daily checklist. And this is for your kids that they can have their little chores on here. Maybe they have some reading goals or writing goals or whatever their goals are for the day. Even just like what they want to do, getting outside in your backyards, away from other kids though. Chores that they need to do, just their regular self habits of like brushing their teeth, tidying up their room. So this is a great printable too for your kids to have. Kind of gives them some inspiration to have that schedule as well. So creating goals, keeping those routines, bedtimes, wake time, self-care, getting dressed, exercising, get up every day and get dressed. It's so easy to go, oh, let's just stay in our pajamas. Oh, let's just, and day after day, some of you are going to realize these days are just going by and you're getting nothing accomplished. You're not feeling that great about yourself. You're getting more bummed out that you're stuck home. So let's get some routines going, okay? So that's the first one. Second one is creating a menu. There's nothing worse than being home all day and then going, oh, I got to cook dinner. So let's what are we going to cook for dinner? What are you going to have for dinner? I actually created some what I call home quarantine meals, a little bit of a meal plan of ideas. So food ideas for whether it's breakfast, lunch, snacks, side dishes, snacks, meals, all that. So I'll put this out there too. And what I did is I created actually self-quarantine grocery list as well to go with it. So it kind of matches up. So this kind of helps you to have that ready to go. One of the things that I think is important is if you already have your list ready to go, then you can go online. You can order your groceries really easily. Last night, I started my grocery list of what we're going to need for the week so that I can order online and I can just go and pick it up at the side door at the grocery store because I don't really want to walk in the grocery store as much anymore. As much as possible, we're trying to quarantine our family. So create a menu. Next, like I said, the shopping list so that you're ready for your online ordering. Okay, family chore chart. Our family has a chore chart right now. So in our home right now, we have 10 people. We have our 2 kids home that were living in China because they were school teachers over there at an international school and they got sent home about 8 or 9 weeks ago. So they've been teaching online. So they're working full time. We have our kids that are missionaries to Turkey. They're home as well right now. And then our other 4 kids that are already living full time in our home are here. So there's 10 of us right now. And this mom doesn't think she wants to clean up after everybody all day long. Now there's people cooking in the kitchen 3 times a day. There's just people moving around this house. There's laundry. So we've broken the chores up amongst all of us of what we do for a week. So everyone has like a chore that they do for the week. Besides keeping their own space maintained and picking them up after themselves, they have their own chore as well. So we created a family chore chart, and last night was time to change it over, and everyone got assigned their new chore for the week, and we just kind of rotate it around. So having a chore chart is also really important, I think, during this time. What are the things as a mom you can help teach your kids to do as far as their chores? This is a great time to teach our kids life skills. So chores are one of those, right? Teach them how to wipe down a bathroom, teaching them how to do the dishes, how to unload dishwashers, how to vacuum. All those things are really great, simple chores. So help everyone help you with the Mommin It Daily thing and help you do some chores, okay? So creating an AM and a PM checklist for your kids to help begin that self-care, like helping your kids know you got to brush your teeth in the morning, you got to brush your teeth at night, you need to clean your room, you need to floss your teeth, you need to, I'm just kind of bouncing around with ideas, take your vitamins, whatever those things are in your kids' lives, like that you need to do in the morning or the evening, create a checklist for that. I have a checklist in one of the kids' bathroom, and that's their morning and their nighttime routine, you know, the things they need to do, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, put your deodorant on, whatever it is that they need to do, it's on that list to help them remember what they need to do. It's just, again, teaching your kids those habits of self-care. Okay, this is a great one. Pack lunches. Because if you've got younger kids at home and you're thinking, where am I going to find some me time? Where am I going to get those bills paid, or the pile of things you need to get done? Or maybe you're trying to work from home and you think, how am I going to juggle all this? A great tip is pack their lunches in the morning or the evening, just like they were going off to school. Put them in lunch boxes, set them in the refrigerator, however you want to keep them, ready for them to grab, sit down, and get their own lunch. So that way when it's lunchtime, you can say to your kids, okay, it's lunchtime, you can get your own lunches out and sit and have lunch. It gives you a little free time. Lunches were already made. Now you have some time to actually get a few things done while they're eating lunch. You have that free time. Another one is snacks. Okay, all day long. I don't know, I've heard a lot of moms saying out there how their kids are just eating tons of snacks now because they're home, they're bored, they're looking for snacks. So let's curb the snacks. You can create a snack bin. I have one I meant to show it to you. It's a little plastic bin, has a lid, it says Snack Attack. My kids used it when they were little. We carried it in the car, we took it with us places, and I'd put all the snacks in there that were available to them. So there's no more of them, rummaging through your organized pantry or cupboards or in your refrigerator. Their snacks were in there, ready to go. You can even make a snack bin in your refrigerator if you want to put like yogurt, string cheese, and stuff in it. But just having a snack bin that the kids know they can get a snack out of, and it's already in like proportion sizes, so they're not taking the whole chip bag and pouring it into a big bowl and eating the whole bag of chips, right? They're in like a smaller containers or Ziploc bags or whatever. Or a fun idea is create a store. So your kids can either use play money, Monopoly money, and you can have a little store set up someplace, maybe on your kitchen counter in the pantry, that has price tags on the snacks, and your kids get so much money each day to buy those snacks. Or better yet, when they do their chores, they earn the money to buy the snacks. So that kind of creates some fun, also helps with some of that teaching piece of learning their math and their money skills, also while you're sitting here at home trying to figure out things for them to do. So that's kind of a fun one. So create a store helps them to also justify buying those snacks, right? So they really want that snack. They want to spend all their money today. So there's a good tip. Okay, another one, especially if you're a working mom or you're a mom that needs some time to get some things done, create a quiet space where your kids can go and they can sit and they can do puzzles, they can look through books, read books, color, work on a project, or even do what I call the inventor's box, which means you take a big box and you start filling it with all those recyclables or things like ribbon, fabric, cardboard boxes, tin foil, different things, and your kids can start creating and making their own projects while you find some time to do something else. So creating that quiet space for your kids, again, where they just have space that they can go and they know they aren't to bother mommy right now. They're to have their time doing their puzzles, playing games, whatever they can do in that quiet space, whatever ages they are, creating the inventor's box with craft stuff in it, that's their time and that's their space. It will give you just a few minutes every day, and maybe you can schedule it in a couple times a day that it's the quiet space time they need to go to, and then that helps you get some of that time and not just be going totally crazy being the chaos organizer in your home. Okay, another one is, what about creating reading logs? You remember in the summer, we always get these reading logs, and we create logs, and we have our kids write down the book they're reading, we write down how many minutes they are, and we keep track of it. Well, sure, maybe right now you can't run out and get the free pizza coupons or the different things that different businesses give out free to kids who are doing the reading logs, but 24/7 Moms has your back, and we create little coupons, and I'll post these as well today. And these are coupons you can give your kids for various things. Maybe it's doing chores, maybe it's spending time in the quiet time, but maybe it's also doing their reading log, right? And so they can get, for how many ever minutes they read, you can start giving them, you cut these out in their coupons. Like, great job, you get one more story at bedtime, or you worked very hard, you get an extra treat today. Way to go, good for a movie. So it's just different things that you can give them coupons that only pertain to being at home, right? Because right now we can't take them places. So this is some great, like 20 more minutes of extra outside play in your backyard, away from other kids, however. So that's just another fun like way to kind of keep things going in your home during the day. I know one of the things we're all thinking, like, how do we create fun in our homes right now? Because we can't go places, we can't go bowling, we can't go to the local park, we can't go, I don't know if it's nice weather where you live, you can't go swimming, you can't go to the beach. There's so many things we can't do right now. So what can we do? What are the positive things we can do? Okay, so one, we can still do some family field trips. We can go on drives. We can go to drive-in movies if you're one of the lucky ones. I think there's only 300 left in the whole United States. But if you have one in your area, most of them are open right now, and they're practicing self-distancing. They're practicing those same policies. So maybe you can go to a drive-in movie. Maybe you can go on a hike. We went on a hike yesterday to a new location we hadn't been. So discover some new places and get outdoors. You can ride bikes with your kids. You can even, if you have like a local small airport, you can take your kids in the car to the local little airport, and usually they have areas you can park and you can watch planes take off and land if people are still out flying. That's kind of a fun little field trip. So get creative with ways you can do things. Just go for drives of places you haven't seen before that you can visually see while you're in the car, so you don't have to get out. And so kind of finding some of those things. Maybe creating theme nights in your house. Maybe you have like Monday night is movie night. Tuesday night is treat night where you make a dessert. Maybe Wednesday night is game night. So creating different nights, maybe reading a book together one night a week that you're going to try and start working on reading a book together as a family. So creating a theme night as well helps everyone to look forward to something happening tonight. Like after dinner, it's movie night, or it's game night, or it's dessert night. That helps everyone kind of have that positive, like, oh, it's fun today. We're going to have some fun. So creating those theme nights is another fun idea. Okay, another thing is our marriages, right? Like right now, we're just home. We're not having date night. How are we finding time to connect together? So you can still create date nights, even with all this having to stay at home, this self-isolation, quarantines, or family lockdowns. First of all, you can go on car drives together, just get away. If you have somebody in your home that's old enough to watch the younger kids, you can go out for a car drive. If you're lucky enough to have older kids and younger kids, so you have older kids that are old enough to babysit, you can go to the drive-in movies together as a couple. Or you can have your own movie night after your kids go to bed. You can have your own date night at the dinner table, feed your kids earlier, put them to bed, and then have your dinner together and still find that connecting time. So it's really important to still try and find a little bit of that connecting time as a couple, because this can be stressful. It's stressful on jobs. People have been losing their jobs. People have been, laid off for some time. Maybe they're working extra hours, so they're tired and they're exhausted. And there's just so many different parameters going on in our homes right now that we have to adjust them and figure out how we can still meet the needs of our kids and our spouses as well. So stay connected with your families and friends right now, right? How can we do that? We can do that through Zoom meetings. We can do that through Facebook lives together. We can get online. We can use our phones. We can text. We can phone call. Thank goodness for so much great technology, right? Like it's going to be our saving grace right now, that we can still stay connected to people through technology. Just like right now, I can stay connected to all you moms. So really, think about how can you still connect to others. Can reach out to another mom. She might be feeling pretty isolated about now, right? So reach out to other people too. Don't wait for people to reach out to you. If you feel like you need connecting, reach out to people. And then just have a couple more things, and then we're gonna shut it down for the day, and I'll come back tomorrow and talk to you. But I wanted to let you know that we're a couple of things that we've added to 24/7 Moms. One, we added a new Facebook group, and it is called School Closure Survival for Moms. And whether your kids were in school or you're a homeschool mom or you have little ones at home, it's a great new group. Right now, I think we're at 1,500 moms in there, and they're chatting away, sharing ideas, inspiring each other, cheering each other on. And it's a great place to find great ideas and ask questions. You can post there as well. You can share ideas. It's an open group. You can invite all your mom friends to join it. So it's called School Closure Survival for Moms. And it's a Facebook group. So you have to join it, and then we'll approve you in. But it's a great place for resources for you right now. Another one I want to tell you about is we launched 30 bags in 30 days here at 24/7 Moms. So it's another Facebook group you can join. And once you join it, you can also get the link to go over to our blog and sign up there. Or you can just go to my website right now. It's the first thing on our website. And you can join it, and we'll start sending you a weekly letter that kind of gives you like tips on decluttering, helps you to just get in that mindset of how to declutter your home and get rid of things. And the goal is like in 30 days, you're going to get rid of 30 bags of things out of your house. So we're posting things, quotes, organization tips, inspiration ideas. We're just out there trying to help you fill some of this time that you have right now as well while you're at home, but also to help you bring some organization into your home. So check out that group as well. Don't forget to check out 24/7 Moms. If you've just randomly come across this live stream right now, I'm Trisha from 24/7 Moms. Check out my website at 247moms.com. And I will be back tomorrow with some backyard-cation ideas. Just like we talk about staycation ideas, I got a whole lot of backyard-cation ideas for you to do with your kids while we're all on family lockdown. So moms, have a great day. Get out there and you will rock it while you organize the chaos as we Mommin It daily together. Talk to you soon.